December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday. On this Monday, man, y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, which is today. Pretty much, man, sign up for that sold out Discord if you haven't done so already. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it's free to sign up. Where, of course, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, and obviously a music section, man. So as y'all coming in out, definitely smash that like button, man. Y'all let me know if audio and visuals okay. Tonight's topics, man. I'm gonna do three main topics here. Silentó has been sentenced to 30 years now. If y'all not familiar who that is, and hopefully I'm saying this name correctly, because I'm gonna keep it 100. I know the song, but I never knew it was him. Like I knew it was him, but like that wasn't like an artist. Now this song dropped back in like what 9 years ago, so what roughly 2016. He has been sentenced to 30 years. Now again, that song I think his most popular hit to me is "Watch Me Whip." Watch me, nay, nay. You know what I'm saying? Like, apparently he has pled guilty, right? So we're gonna cover that story. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he is pled guilty to killing his own cousin. Now I don't know the full story, so this whole live is a legend and opinionated base because I'm not exactly sure. And then Dame Dash looks like he's have to been paying some more money out, man. It's kind of sad to see how Dame Dash is kind of going down this road. And I'm not saying like he ain't got it, but you know, like it's crazy how he went from being all the way up there on another level, like the head honcho of Rockefeller, to now it's like a couple failed businesses, if not more. I mean, he's still a success story no matter how you slice it and dice it. It just looks like he's got the short end of the stick on these lawsuits, man. And it's really looks like from the outside looking in, it's kicking his you know what, man. So we're gonna talk about that, and then look like Kanye shows up to the Diddy trial. So not only that, we're gonna be talking update of the Diddy trial. Looks like they want to request for another mistrial, apparently, allegedly. So we shall see. But let me see what we got in the building real quick. As y'all coming out, again, definitely smash that like button and sub up. I'm only going to join for like an hour, so pretty much everybody, I appreciate that those who are going to be active in the chat tonight, and that's coming through. Looks like we do have Long Beach in the building. Says salutes and respect to Polo in the chat. What up, Long Beach? Polo, the world is getting crazy. Let's get it. Yo, all these rappers, man, no disrespect. It's just been like crazy how they, you know, they got like pretty much their career like on their fingertips, and like they're like pretty much there. You know what I'm saying? Like you are pretty much the next mega superstar. You just got to keep a low profile and just work. And that is easier said than done, apparently. You know what I'm saying? From if you think about it, we've covered Dirt and still got to cover that. YNW Melly. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about all the people that like had right at the peak of their careers, like when things just go downward spiral, man. It's kind of crazy, you know? NBA Youngboy, if he could just stay out of trouble, he's on that level. But if he could just keep his nose clean and just work and just drop the music, be a different ball game. But he's one of those people where I guess, you know, his raps is reality, unfortunately. You know what I mean? And he drops a lot of music, so he really works. Even though a lot of it sounds the same to me, but the younger generation, they pretty much look up to the guy, man. And you know, we covered him last week. Where we at real quick? Long Beach says, Dame is hurting. Damn. Bro, I mean, let me put it this way. Dame broke. I'll compare myself to this. Dame Dash broke compared to my broke are probably apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? My broke is like, yo, I really don't know what I'm going to do. Dame's broke is like, yo, we still living, and you know, we still living comfortably. It's just things are tight. You know what I'm saying? If I had to guess. But at the same time, we seen where Dame has went live, and I ain't trying to call homie out, but literally he was trying to talk ish and his damn teeth fell out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's been a while. Honestly, I don't even understand the full story between, and this is something I would like to look more into, but it's hard to find the full back and forth or what really happened with Rockefeller and Dame Dash and Jay-Z, because this is my thing. I'm pretty sure we can find a lot of like Dame Dash speaking out on what happened and what have you, but Biggs, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's any information of him coming out about what truly happened. And Jay-Z just, you know, he just makes deals and makes money and keeps it low key. You know what I'm saying? He'll say something at the award show, but he does not speak on the Rockefeller situation. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he's, like, publicly, I don't think he's ever spoken on the Rockefeller situation. Now, if you guys, for the people that are new, for the young bucks, Dame Dash used to be that guy at Rockefeller. It was like him and Jay-Z and Biggs were all like partners of Rockefeller, and you can to compare it to a label where they were just signing everybody. It seems like they were just signing people. Kanye was once coming out of Rockefeller. He got his deal over there first. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of history goes on with Dame Dash. So again, and I know Dame Dash says that we don't never give him his flowers. They always want to talk about his negative. I mean, that's all kind of that's being reported right now. But I mean, at the same time, I still give him credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? I think he's got an amazing catalog. He's a tremendous like businessman, but at the same time, it everybody, it's hard to stay on top of your game, And I'm not saying he's not, but at the same time, he probably putting a lot of trust in a lot of people, and then it fell through. Jay-Z is a successful businessman. Probably, we're gonna compare numbers, then yeah, Jay's winning, but when the whole Rockefeller situation kind of dismantled, it's not like Dame really, we ain't seen him out here homeless. So obviously he getting some money, you know what I'm saying? And he just, he believes in working for himself. I'll say this, Dame Dash is one of those people that what he speaks and what he represents, like totally apples and oranges. Definitely successful, like businessman, black business owned man, work and get it for yourself, create a business, put it together. I think it's just that sometimes he's a little outspoken, or at the time he was a little outspoken, and it just kind of hurt the major people at the top. And I know Dame Dash, it appears that he's not on some like, I'm trying to, kiss this person's what on the way up to the top. I'm trying to go all the way to the top. We can get it or get it without him. We'll get it on our own, We say it all the time. If people was to come together, we would see a lot more successful black-owned business, man. So, I mean, I get where Dame is coming from, his whole time. But I hate to see him going down this because I still consider him a part of hip-hop and a legend. Because his name is still attached to a lot of, like, successful people that we still know of today. Cameron was over at Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep in mind that. Jewels, if I'm not mistaken, was over at Rockefeller. Don't quote me on none of this, but I mean it appeared, right? Because then you got Dipset. That's That's, if I'm not mistaken, that's Jewels, Cameron, and then Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how those two have been having little words back and forth. You know what I mean? The state of hip hop, like those legends and those back in the days, it's kind of weird how that stuff kind of comes across like gimmicky now because you guys never were really quote unquote friends or what have you, or this, that, and the third. It's crazy how they come out later on these podcasts and really open up. So I feel like the podcast lane, no pun intended, has gave a place for people to just be more outspoken and speak a little bit more on what they really like couldn't say because of the label or what have you, whatever deals that was in, they couldn't speak back then. You know what I'm saying? So again, we're going to touch on those topics tonight. Y'all smash that like button as y'all coming in and out. I'm about to share my screen and start on the first topic. I think I'm going to start with this Silentó joint. Now, again, if y'all don't remember, he's from the dude from the Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay, that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I don't sound like it. And I'm going to be 100. I think it came out in 2016, and I'm going to keep it real. I wasn't feeling it back then, but you could, if you had radio or any type of internet or ad, his song was being played all over the place. So it's not like you could not hear it. You could not avoid it. That's how big of a hit it was. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if you look at it, that video and Watch Me Whip and Watch Me Nay Nay right now, and I'm going to share my screen. I'm looking at YouTube. It is done from 9 years today. It's done 1.9 billion. That's a B. B, not million, 1.9 billion. That means, yeah, you've touched all hit that song. And I'm going to say this too. Right, I'm gonna say this before I even share my screen. There is so much like negative energy when people say like, "Well, that's his only hit," or there's one hit wonders, or they only had one album. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you do the song right, or you do the album right, and make it perfect the first time, you don't need to make a whole catalog of 10 albums or 20 albums, or you gotta come every right for every summer. If you did the album right and you made every song to the best of your ability and they all slap, sometimes that's all you need. There's artists right now that's all they got is one album or one single, and they've been eating for a long lifetime. And what's the dude? I forgot his name, but he did the Baby Got Back joint. That's his only, I'm not saying that's his only song, but that's his major hit that we all know, right? And I guarantee you, he has said he's been eating since that song came out. It's featured in movies. It's featured in literally like ads, and it's got the song itself is always gonna do numbers. That's a perfect example. You know what I'm saying? People used to give MC Hammer for that, but what am I looking for? Yeah, people used to give Coolio flag for that, but he toured off of it for years. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a time when you make timeless music. You can really do that. Now, would I say this Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay is timeless? Honestly, yeah, I would say that because, to be honest, it'll always be invented and very catchy. He just had to be market right. and hopefully he got the deal where, you know, he can eat off of it for a lifetime. Now, he's been sentenced to 30 years, so I don't know how good that's going to be eating over, you know, where he's going to end up or where he's going to be living for the next 30 years. But keep in mind, too, probably with good behavior, and he only has to serve a certain percentage of the time, and if this is a state case, he's got to do a certain, you know, he could be out in probably like a strong, like, you know, if be good, he do half the time, that's 15. Good behavior, he could probably push it out in like 13-ish, 14-ish. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It may not be that bad. Again, who wants to go to jail, though, or prison? You know? Let's see. We got Slayer in the building. Says, what's up, Sneaker Squad 100? What up, Slayer? Slayer says, homie gonna whip and Nene behind. Hey, chill, bro. That's my thing, though. It's crazy. Like, all these stars, bro, that have these major hits, and then out of nowhere they're like involved in some type of murder, man. Let me share my screen real quick, because I didn't even mean to get that in depth into the whole situation, but I mean, that's the point of Music Monday. Let me share my screen here. Give me like 2 seconds. Hold on, where we at real quick? Boom, you guys should be seeing my screen right here in Music Monday. So here we are. This is what I told you. If you look over here, this is the Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nene. That's his top hit song. 1.9 billion like views. This is off of just YouTube. Now imagine if you let me go to Spotify. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to look up all the sites, but I got to look this up on Spotify. I guarantee you that song is done just as much, right? And you got to add them up. I'm going to say, watch me. Like, I'm going to put it in there. Because, to be honest, for the people who's probably been keeping up with this, they probably already seen this. Watch me, right? Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nene, Silentó song. I do not want to play the joint. Oh, I did not want to play this joint. Hold up. I did not want to play that joint. I just want to go to it. My bad. I hope I don't get copyright for that jank. I was just trying to go. All right, you know what? I'm going to look him up. It's Silentó. I got to look him up. Because I did it and it just started playing the song. That is not what I wanted to do. My bad. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Because I got to figure this out. Because this is going to bother me, man. Because to be honest, homie, if he's got 1 billion on... If he has, yeah, so if you look at this, he's got 1.1 M monthly listeners on Spotify. He's done 1.9 billion in 9 years on a Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nene. Now, I will say this, the numbers are slightly smaller, and the thing is, it says 2015 is when it's actually dropped, right? And there's been remixes of it, but apparently that's his number one hit song. On Spotify, we're looking at 412,546,000, like, wow. You know what I'm saying? If you think about that, plus the 1.2 billion, we can easily throw that to what? That's easily knocking 3 billy. Easily. That's easily gonna push 3 billy. He's done 3 billy. You know what I'm saying? 3 billion off that song. That's what you call a diamond, right? Because think about it. If you do 500 plus, if you do 500K, that's considered gold. If you do a milli, that's called going platinum, right? When you do a billy, that's called going diamond. He's got a diamond hit on his hands. You know, not many artists can say that. You know what I'm saying? I think Wayne just now hit that not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can say they have a diamond, record. You know what I'm saying? Let alone a diamond album, because there are diamond albums out there. So I'm going to cover this article real quick. Let me see what we got in the chat. Where we at? Money with the Kick says Europe, and he says one hit wonder gone wrong, and dang, his only family shaky. That's crazy, bro. I didn't know it was only his family. He says, watch me whip and / Nene rapper Silentó sentenced to 30 years and murder of his cousin. Says the rapper pled guilty to the 2021 murder of his cousin. That's crazy. It says the Watch Me Whip / Nene rapper Silentó has been handed a 30-year sentence in January 2021 of the murder of his cousin. According to WSB TV Atlanta, the 27-year-old born Lamar Ricky Hawk pleaded guilty but not mentally ill to voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault and firearm possession with committing a crime, along with concealing a death involving to kill Frederick Rooks III, which I'm assuming that's his cousin. That's crazy, bro. So I would have never thought that, like, he, you know what I mean? This is the last thing I would think would help, because I can't unsee, and he's a child star to me, so I cannot, like, unsee it. You know what I'm saying? That, wow, you go from a child star to doing this, you know? But I've also seen a lot of child stars off mode, but on mode go from, being on some of the most famous sitcoms to being porn stars. You know, um, it says on January 21, 2021, the Caleb County Police Department found Rooks with multiple gunshot wounds at 3:37 a.m. Several individuals in the neighborhood said they heard gunshots, with surveillance footage showed a white BMW speeding off after shots were fired. Family members told the police that Rooks was the last seen with Hawk, with the rapper picking him up from a friend's home in a vehicle. After his arrest in February 2021, Hawk's publicist Chanel Hudson called for positive vibrations in support of the client, claimed he'd been suffering immensely from a series of mental health issues. And pretty much this is what I guess she had put out there on social media. It says, please send my client Samento some positive vibrations. Over the past several years, Ricky has been suffering immensely from a series of mental health issues. We will continue his efforts of treatment, but we ask him in the meantime to public uplift him and his family in an immediate prayer and positive energy. Ricky is a beautiful soul, and we hope that some people will came with the whip and Nene with him and continue to support him and lift him in prayer. God bless. Any questions or comments, please reach out to, and she left her email. Wow. Or Chanel H. Yeah. So wow. That's crazy. And he has made a statement since he's been found guilty. So it says, the whip / Nene rapper Samento on murder conviction can't reverse his time, but I can serve the time. He says the rapper received 30 years in prison, sentenced in 2021 for the fatal shooting of Frederick Rooks. And pretty much it says, Lento said he's seeking forgiveness after pleading guilty but mentally ill in death of his cousin. And the 27-year-old rapper, born Richard Lamar Ricky Hawk, released a statement on Thursday, June 12th, just hours after receiving a 30-year prison sentence to murder Frederick Rooks, who died following a shooting in 2021. He says, I will continue to make music and work on becoming the best possible version of myself, Silentó said in a statement shared by his publicist, Chanel Hudson. I can't reverse time, but I can serve the time, and I've been given a lawfully and strive to positive contribute to whatever my environment may be. I've entered the industry as a teenager, often without proper guidance or direction. While that is not an excuse, it is partly my truth. I pray for growth, evolution, and the ability to forgiveness for myself and the entire solution. God bless you all. So, wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to continue to read the whole thing here, but this is what he put up on his Instagram, apparently, or this is what his publicist put on there. So my thing is this, dog. It's crazy to see that something like this even go down. Homie's been doing this since he was a teenager, and obviously he's made he's living proof. You do it right, get one hit. But I mean, when you get one hit, you don't gotta prove, whatever reason he thought to do that to his cousin. I guess it obviously wasn't seem like justifiable, because could he really claim self-defense? Because if he would have, he probably would have tried. Where we at? Memory Kick says, that song is annoying though. It is, but it's catchy. It's kind of one of those, when it was going on, it was super annoying, but you still heard it. You know what I mean? Slayer says, went from whip and Nene to shoot and bang bang. Memory Kick says, Slayer Disney Streets edition. Slayer says, Manny with the kick. Hey yo, Silentó, who is best known for his 2015 hit Watch Me Whip / Nene, was arrested in early 2021 connection with Rook's death. He confessed to the crime about 10 days after he was taken into custody and subliminally charged with malice murder and felony murder. On Wednesday, June 11th, he entered a plea for lower offenses, including voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of the crime, and concealing the death of another. And according to Variety, Silentó will get credit for time served since his 2021 arrest. So he didn't get like a deal. So he's been locked up since 2021. It is literally, so if he's been locked up since 2021, we're in 2025. That's what, roughly, give or take 4 years. And he's getting 30 years. So automatically he's starting at 24. And he's got to do half of that. So he's got to do 12. He's thinking like, yo, do 12, good behavior, come home, because do half of the sentence. I mean, At the end of the day, if you know you did it, I mean, that's, it sounds like a bad deal, but think about it, he's getting time served too. That's because he's already been locked up. You got to do the math. Still a long time, but at least in 12 years, if he's 27, times at 37, 38, 39, he'll be almost 40 when he comes home. But I mean, if he take care of himself in there, who knows. Manny with the Kick says, Diddy going to be on a remix of the Shoot and Bang Bang Slayer? Chill. Says, this is not the crime of possession or a crime of morally depraved person. He was mentally ill. Silentó's attorney, Keith Adams, told ABC News. Unfortunately, Ricky's mental health illness has been an issue since the age of 12, even during his success at The Artist and beyond. So he says, Adams said his client's guilty plea made him eligible for parole in the next 10 years or so. So nice. So there you go right there. So pretty much he's getting time served. So if he does what? Because that's 4 years. If you think about it, so he's got 30 years. He'll be eligible for parole in 10 years, but he's getting time served. They're probably looking at he can be home in like 6 with good behavior. He could probably be home in 6 or 7 years, probably 8 at best. Because you know what I'm saying? If you think about a good behavior, that and the third, so maybe even that if he could do 10 years, but he's getting time served for that. Like I said, good behavior, staying out of trouble, it could be easily knocked down to 8 or 9, and get in a single digit. Still a long time, but you got to play. It's called playing chess, not checkers. Silentó has since been transferred to the Georgia Domestic Center in Jackson, Georgia for initial processing. He will then be transferred to the mental health facility where he will be presumably serving his time. Oh, wow. Wow, so he ain't even going to prison, yo. He doing it like in the mental health facility. So, and I'm not saying that's in a better or worse, but I mean like he's not even going like to prison. He's going to a mental, and so he got the mental health charge. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but a lot of people do that. I have a family member that worked in hospitals like that where when people do certain things, they run straight to there and just start going crazy already, and they have to admit them. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, wow. And I'm not saying that's what he did, but obviously that's what the attorney was able to get him there in the mental health, facility. Says, I'm hoping that he won't be a domestic center too long because they've already familiar with his mental health issues. Adams continued, I expect within the next month or two he'll be placed where he's supposed to be. Knowing us beyond redemption, I think he is ultimately to come out and resume his possession as a productive member of society with property being treated with his mental health. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy, dog. I would have never thought that from this. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I didn't even know that was really going on. So that was the Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay story. Now let's go and transition on to this Dame Dash joint, and then we'll talk Diddy for the last part of the live. So as we know, Dame Dash has been going through it. It says Dame Dash reportedly forced to hand over companies and copyrights to settle $800,000 judgment. Sheesh. That's crazy. It says he owes filmmaker Josh Weber $823,284. So, I mean, Dame Dash has been taking L on that one. I'm assuming I hope he's been paying something on it, but I mean, I can't remember what the original judgment was, but I'm pretty sure they got it in this article. Where we at real quick? Manny with the Kick says, Diddy going to be on a remix of Read That One. Slayer says, Manny with the Kick says, for real, don't forget R. Kelly. Hey, man. R. Kelly, I don't really cover R. Kelly, pause, but I know that he has been trying to get released too. Very interesting stories between all of these people, man. But it says Dame Dash has reportedly lost his copyright and companies to satisfy more than $800,000 worth of debt. All Hip Hop reports that Dame Dash has been forced to give up his businesses and copyrights to satisfy the $823,284 in damages that was awarded to the filmmaker Josh Weber in 2022. Weber had won the money from the defamation and copyright infringement lawsuit that he had filed against Dame in 2019. It says, according to the U.S. migrant judge Robert W. Lindberger, Dash and his umbrella company, Poppingen LLC, has to hand over full ownership of Dame Dash Films Incorporated, Blue Rock LLC and Blank Rock LLC. So interesting. Oh, so I'm guessing that's Blue Rock and Black Rock LLC. Additionally, he has to give up his stake in his companies such as Ocean East Improvements LLC, the 1996 Songs LLC, and LeBronian Improvements LLC. Wow, that's crazy. So that's a lot of his business, but I mean, I don't say nothing about the Rockefeller joint, but I think he had already kind of offered that up to begin with, if I'm not mistaken. It says the copyrights to Dame Dash films are up for grabs, including Welcome to Black Rock, Honor Up, We Went to China, and Too Horrible. So Dame Dash has been doing films too, if I'm not mistaken. I thought and I don't see his name mentioned with this, but I thought he did the Paid in Full joint and then the State Property joint. Again, I don't know if he did it or not, but I always thought that's what he kind of did, the stuff behind the scenes, if I'm not mistaken. Many with the kicks, I see you with the skull, homie. It says, there's some good news, but it's pretty small. Dash has until June 16th to file objections. If he doesn't, his assets will be seized and auctioned by the U.S. Marshals within 180 days, with the proceeds from the auction going to satisfy Dame's judgment. So, I mean, even still, what happens if they auction this stuff off? Because he's not the only person this has happened to. What if they auction this stuff off and it's not worth the 833, or they can't get that? Not saying it's not worth it, but what if people bought it and they're like, we ain't really gonna pay we're not gonna pay top dollar what you guys anticipate. Last year, Dame found himself in an early similar situation when his 33.3 stake in Rockefeller Records had to be auctioned off. The state of New York ended up purchasing it for $1 million. So again, that helps someone. In May, 50 Cent hopped on Instagram to give Dame a pep talk in the modest of his deep financial troubles. Fifth posted a picture of the article that detailed Dame being ordered to sell companies to satisfy his debt, writing, "A little setback is just a lesson. You get a little arrogant, you lose blessings, but when you know how to win, you win. So quit effing around and win again, chin up." I mean, I don't know if that's a diss from 50 or more something like a positive situation, because I mean, let's just keep it 100, dog. Dame Dash, I'm gonna say this. Dame Dash he's at one point has been worth like what? Nearly, if not more, 60 million and up. Your first million, they say everybody makes a million, including you, including me. We may not see it in our bank accounts, but we all don't touch a milli over time at some point, or you will. That's different. Not saying you've seen it, but you probably spent it because in bills, just taking care of yourself, eating and putting back into these business. But people who actually get to see the number and physically touch it, like I said, everybody make a billion, but if you can make 2, 3, 4 billion, you know what you're doing. So I do hope nothing but positive outcomes for Dame Dash. Even though I know he doesn't get the best of rep, I still want to give him credit where credit is due. He's still a big part of hip hop, man. Now I don't remember him dropping any songs, but I mean, he's no different than I guess if you think about it, Diddy executive produced a lot of stuff, didn't do a lot of this, but he came into a Dame Dash. I would assume similar scenario, but he wasn't like Diddy where he's all in your videos or he got to be on the song too, and you need you to write all that, and I'm just gonna come in there and repeat what you tell me how to practice. I get it. And I'm not saying Dame Dash is on the level of Diddy or what he's been through, but Dame Dash at one point was getting it. At one point, and if Dunks was on live with me right now, he'll tell you, I remember we was watching stuff where on MTV Cribs or wherever the hell we watched this shit, where Dame Dash was he would switch out the white tee every single day. He said he would pop the tag, and he's like, okay, cool. When I take this joint off, you'll never see me in it again. You know what I mean? He would just get another. He wouldn't even wash it and try to revive it. If y'all look at my white tees, I love a fresh pair of white tees. But also, I'll say this: my barber is the first person to call out. Be like, oh snap, it's haircut shirt, ain't it? You mean I don't have it too long? You know what I'm saying? He'll joke with me about the joint, and I don't even get mad about it. But I mean, it's just 100. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, yeah, I do wear them joints a little too long, more than normal, man. But let's transition on to this Diddy story, and then we will keep the party going right here. So pretty much it looks like Kanye has showed up to the Diddy's ex-trafficking trial. And yeah, I will say this. I would like to see more people that's been working with Diddy or actually truly support Diddy show up to the trial on some positive note. And I believe that's what Ye appeared to do. However, right, Kanye's that perfect example of maybe that's not the person you know, even if you rock with him, that's not the guy right now you really want. You know, Ye has been in his making his own moves too, you know, and he's had lawsuits out the wazoo, and let's just say he hasn't been the best public figure, allegedly, right? Do you really want this guy showing up while this is your life's on the line? You know what I'm saying? Not saying they're going to give him the death penalty, but he could be serving some crazy amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Where we at, Manu Kick says, I blame Jay-Z for Dame Dash downfall. This is a thing, right? It's a thing. I don't think we can blame Jay-Z, but I think nobody deep down, we don't know why Jay-Z made the moves, why he made the moves, and to the public eye, it comes across shady. But again, we've never heard Jay-Z's side of the story of why he did it or what have you. But for the public eye, it came across like they were super cool, and out of nowhere, Jay-Z went over to Def Jam to be the president over there and just took off like a rocket. And before you know it, any of the people on the Rockefeller was not allowed to come to the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, dang, it's like Jay-Z had just separated himself almost overnight from them, you know, without no real rhyme or reasoning, and then say anything. And he never had, I don't think he has, you know. He just does business and keep moving, which can't really knock him for that. But it says Kanye West shows up to Diddy ex-trafficking and racketeering trial. Ye's appearance come after public shows of support of the In Battle Bad Boys record founder. So this is from, June 13th. So pretty much not too long ago, 3 days ago. And it says right here, I'm not going to read through the whole joint. It says the artist formerly known as Kanye West showed up to Diddy's trial ongoing federal ex-trafficking trial. Update, Kanye West has just arrived to the SDNY courthouse. I ran down to the lobby. Marshals remind no phones, hence no photos. But he came in white pants and jacket, security with him, and one forgot a token they give you to pick up the phones when you leave, says the vlog. And this is what the guy played right here. So I'm going to see if we can just play this real quick. I think we should be good. Hopefully it doesn't do too bad. Y'all let me know if the audio play on this joint. Hold on real quick. Let's see if I can just play this because this is on X. Let me see.
Okay, here we are. Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today. Friday,
I ain't gonna play all 4
June
minutes,
13th.
bro.
It's day 23, could it be, of the U.S. versus Sean Combs trial. And we're covering it. Yesterday, finally, after 6 long, grueling days, as they say, the witness known as Jane, Anonymous Jane, finished on the stand. And she finished with some acrimony with Kenny Garagos. And then at the end, apparently they, made up. We'll see. In any case, we covered it in great detail. And in fact, we are now preparing Diddy on Trial Week 5, the book. It's basically, we're just waiting to see what happens today. Today, what? Three. There should be 3 witnesses. Actually, there may only be 2. Seems like the summary chart's getting pushed to Monday. Everything is kind of sliding here. We have the guy. So there is a government witness, and there's a witness who may or may not be a staffer of Sean Combs. Many people were hoping that they'd see Christina Karam. People have been asking whether they'll see D-Rock. Since prosecutor Maureen Comey has said that the government may rest its case as early as next Wednesday. As early as
interesting,
just
man.
to say, like 5 days from now,
It's
6
gonna be
days from
very
now.
interesting. So that played, but I guess he's doing his vlog on that situation because there's been a lot of people that play on that. Says Thursday reports position that Ye was in touch with Diddy's family about potentially making an appearance to the show. Support to the Bad Boy Records and founder. It says, amid the allegations against Diddy, Ye has repeatedly expressed support for the mogul. I think this is some comments right here on this from TMZ.
Kanye West, free Puff.
Put your hand down and hush.
Free Puff. Hey, I'm not
Put
the
your
one.
hand
Pull
down
up in
and
a
hush.
Maybach,
I'm not the one.
You're not the one
Not the
that
one.
boxed it right in the
Yeah, this is him pulling up in the all-white joint.
Kanye, yay. Happy to see you. Yeah, yay. You the last one.
Wow. So that's Ye pulling up to the courthouse. I wonder what made Ye pull up. Is he showing he just a real one or what? Is Ye just showing he a real one or what, dog? It says, in an X update shared in February, Ye tagged the current president of the United States, that's what papas mean, or patas, failed to seek salesman Donald Trump when calling for Diddy's freedom. Diddy, whose New York trial is expected to last 8 weeks, has been behind bars since September of last year. Please free my brother Puff, Ye wrote in February. The same month he was spotted wearing a swastika t-shirt in public. Trump, meanwhile, recently told Fox News reporter he would look at the facts of Diddy's case when asked about a possible pardon. Per the report from TMZ, Ye's appearance on Friday was ultimately brief one. The tabloid said that the 24-time Grammy winner time at the courthouse lasted about 30 minutes. Upon the arrival, footage shared by the publication showed him being and greeted by Diddy's son, Christian Combs. So apparently he's been looking out. We've already seen this. This is coming at another angle, I think.
Kanye, do you think the Illuminati is behind this attack on Diddy?
Dude, legend. Is that Diddy's son though? Why you got those big ass bell-bottom pants on, bro? I'm gonna just leave it right there. But yeah, Ye seems like there's been a lot going on with
Kanye West?
No,
Kanye!
This is crazy. Look how many people got footage, bro. Look how many people got footage on this shit. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. But that's Ye, man. I mean, a legend. Whether we like him or not, Complex Sean Sorrento has been in attendance throughout the Diddy trial, which has thus far included testimony from Cassie Ventura and Kid Cudi, among others. Ye spoken out about Kid Cudi's time on the stand, saying on X, "I wish Cudi hadn't testified against Puff." Diddy has denied the allegations against him in the case after previously turning down a possible plea deal. He could face at least 15 years behind bars if convicted. So, I mean, a lot on his plate, but I mean, he seems to think that he's an innocent man. And again, if you think you didn't do anything wrong, then why not fight for your freedom, right? Okay. Again, at this point, they've had like a jury, and this has been the latest update right here that I want to cover for like the last like 12 minutes or so. I seen this right here, the Diddy case update. I wanted to cover this. Jurors dismissed despite the objection from the Mogul's legal team. Again, Diddy them is most likely going to try to call for another mistrial, which they've tried at least several times. Now, this is my thing with the whole mistrial thing, right? I'm not knocking his attorneys for doing what they got to do to handle business, right? But if you look at YNW Melly's case, it was a mistrial, and they moved for mistrial. YNW Melly has had dreads down to his, came in there with short dreads. His dreads grew on his back. He cut his hair off because I'm assuming he couldn't maintain the dreads the way he wanted to. But his hair is still not short, and he's still not home. And my thing is this, I feel like this, if it was a mistrial and it's taking this long before he goes back, he's probably not even going to see trial this year. And homie's been locked down for like, what, 6 or 7 years, give or take, right? Okay. And my thing is this, at least let him get bail on house arrest, let him get back in the proper work environment, work, and do some not say little, but do some local shows, because he's based out of Florida. There's a lot of things that go down in Florida. Do that. Good behavior for another year while y'all figure out what the hell y'all want to do, because reality is, my thing is this, the prosecutors clearly don't have no hard evidence on him. They just think he did it. I mean, they have a lot of stuff that points to him, but it still is like they can't close the deal on it. And we've all seen it now, so who the hell are going to be the new jurors? They're hoping he's tapping out, but I mean, like, dog, homie's gonna be on serve. I mean, if he hits goddamn double digits and take a deal with her, like just come home now and plead guilty and you get time served, hell, he's knocking, you know what I mean? And then let's not forget the homie that was with him too that's also facing this, because it's YNW Melody, but then there's YNW Sack Chase, if I'm not mistaken, right? I believe that's the other dude that's still up there, you know, because they were all went by YNW, what have you. But it says Diddy's legal team previously said a mistrial should be declared if the juror was cut. Now, this is coming recently as much as June 16th, which is today. Diddy's federal trafficking and racketeering trial is down a man. Per on the scene reporting from Complex. Sean Sorrento, a black male juror, was dismissed on Monday with the judge overseeing the case pointing to inconsistencies in his answers about where he lived. In short, during the jury selection process, the jury in question said he lives in the Bronx with his fiance and baby daughter. Last week, however, the juror said during an offhand conversation that he'd recently moved to New Jersey. Wow. Once the U.S. District Judge Arun Serene caught wind of the remark, the juror was questioned. Initially, the juror said he largely resides in New Jersey, but upon further questioning, the juror said he stays in an apartment in New York area 4 to 5 nights of the week. While the Diddy legal team firstly opposed the juror being dismissed, the judge agreed that the disparity in the man's answers was cause enough to have him cut from the proceedings. So they're going to have to get another person to get back on the jury. Now, how long would that take? I'm assuming they do have backups, but they got to make sure which one of them can come and get off. So, hell, I hope this doesn't get pushed all the way till next week. If anything, they still should be able to pursue till tomorrow, worst case scenario, Wednesday. And whether you like it or not, Thursday is technically a holiday, and then we got Friday, and then that's the week. You know what I'm saying? An opposition letter dated June 15th and viewed by Complex saw Diddy's legal team arguing against the strike of the juror. According to the Bad Boy Records founder lawyers, Diddy would be substantially prejudiced by the dismissal of the juror. As such, Diddy's legal team further argued they respectfully request that a mistrial be declared in the event of the juror's removal. Deeper into the 13-page letter, attorneys from Diddy, a court including Alexandria Sharpo, I'm hoping that's his, or Shapiro, that's his attorney, and Tony Guerreros criticized the case against the client as coordinated effort to try to destroy one of the most successful black men in America in history. Diddy's lawyers also detailed that they described in instances of overreach from prosecutors in the case, including but not limited to alleged surveillance of Diddy while behind bars and violations of his First and Sixth Amendment. Last week was partially eventful, one in Diddy's federal New York trial, complete with a brief appearance of not wanting to take this, or says Abbott not on the stand from the artist formerly known as Kanye West on Friday. As well-known documented, Kanye has been publicly vocal about his support on Diddy in the recent months at the One Point launching a Sean Diddy and Yeezy collaboration, telling fans at the time that the profits for these works will split 50-50. Also on Friday, per an official court transcript, the court transcript viewed the complex. The judge noted that removing a juror is a preliminary of the court and thus does not require the consent of any party. The judge also underscored the manner in which the particular jury dispensaries were discovered, calling it simply an offhand conversation and one that was innocent enough. Summarizing his concerns further, the judge highlighted those inconsistencies as suggesting that the juror was potentially either not be able to follow simple instructions in question or possibly seeking a deceive in some way. The reason why we have to alternate jurors in this case is to address the potential situations of the juror as whom to where our concerns are about either their ability to give honest answers to questions, their ability to follow the rules, and so what the court is concerned about. Even as technical matters, the jury would be qualified to be a juror in the changing of answers and inconsistencies given the court worried about the deception and lying, which further implements the velocity of the answers that the judge answered during the voir dire process, including about the merits questions that go to question of the case. The judge said on Friday, if convicted as charged, Diddy is facing a lengthy sentence. He's been behind bars since his arrest in September and has been denied allegations since the case. So again, not looking good for Diddy, but at the same time, dog, his attorneys, I feel like, are doing the best they can. And that's one of the things, too. They want to get stuff like this dismissed. You know what I'm saying? Where we at real quick, Manny says, he helped Bleak, why not Dame? But that's another live, though. Most definitely, this is true. I see you. Manny says, Ye did that for the camera time. You don't think he really was trying to support Diddy? Another thing, real quick, as we get ready to wrap up for like the last 5 minutes. Remember Diddy played in the movie of the Monsters Ball? The inmate costume sells for $24,500 at an auction. I wonder if this will actually be like. This is my thing though. If this is it, it's just some jeans and a t-shirt. Dog, this better not be what was on for sale. I swear to God. I'm going to feel some type of way. I'm going to pull it up here because I'm going to see if we can pull the image up. Because this is like from TMZ. Like, if this is the same joint, wow. So, I guess it's his prison outfit. But that stuff right there, wow. Bro, this sold right here. Look at the tees and the shoes. $24,000? Hell no. Or the jeans. Okay, so you get the whole joint. So you get this, you get the jeans, you get the shoes, and the pants are damn near cut off. Fuck that. For $24,000? That doesn't even look like the same shirt, though. Look at this. It doesn't, because that's a different movie. I'm not going to play it because I know that's going to be copyright joint. But $24K? Hell no. Hell no. So, Diddy them are demanding for a mistrial. We did cover that already. And then I think the last part of it right here, the freak offs apparently, and I'm not going to cover this whole article, but it says Diddy allegedly continued the freak offs, and this was on June 10th after the FBR raid. So apparently he still, this is my thing, right? If there was all consensual, and I mean, if he did give him some bread, it depends on how it was received. Cause like, it's one thing if you're paying somebody to sleep with you, but I mean, like at the same time, dog, there's a gray area, and I'm not trying to take her for Diddy, and I'm gonna close out here with this one. This is my thing, dog. If you've ever dated somebody, right? I don't care, male or female or however you get down. Like, case in point, I use myself for an example here. Every chick that I don't have to talk to or dated or try to talk to, we don't went out on a date, and the male usually pays. Is that not the same scenarios here? I mean, the only difference is you just didn't, maybe he got the shelves at, he got private chefs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be the attorney guy here, but I'm just saying, like, my point is, if you got a boo, you're going to spend some money on them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just has the ability to have multiple boos, and they all kind of just be getting down with a get down. You know what I mean? I don't feel like he held them there against his will. That's a question, too. Were you held there against your will? All the people that I seen take the stand, allegedly in opinionated base here, they all said they, while they were caught off guard with it, they still went through with it, and it happened more than one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like did he have them, like, all chained up and say you can't go until, you guys do X, Y, Z. And at the end of the day, if you think about it, if he got people, and this is what I can't get out. I ain't finna have no dude coming in smashing my chick and I'm watching, but to each his own. But what I want to say is this, like, yo, if he ain't got them locked down, he's outnumbered. It's 2 against 1. If you in the room and Diddy got all these demands and you really don't feel comfortable, y'all could get together and jump this guy. You know what I'm saying? Or the other guy be like, I'm not going to do this. And cause a scene and just do what it is and leave. But I mean, obviously there was a lot on the table that these people didn't want to walk away from, right? We've seen the alleged of the people who it may be that's been like anonymous that you can't really speak on. I don't want to make my best educated guess, but you guys have seen what's been floating around there. So you got to take all that with a grain of salt. Again, that's just my gray area where I'm going to leave it with the Diddy situation. Is it really a quote-unquote illegal thing to have a freak off? Because I also want to say this. I know for a fact it happens in almost all the areas across the country and I know it happens in the DMV. I've never been to one, but I've heard of people having like these type of parties where it'd be more married couples coming together and, they do their own thing. It's called like swingers. Rumors about that is also in rumors, right? I don't know if any of it's true, but rumors is that was kind of like a Will Smith and Jada Pinkett things too. Like they did the wrong thing, but they still remain married, Keep in mind, Jada Pinkett had August Alsina. You saw how he turned out. And then you seen Will has been seen with some honey dips on the side too. So I don't know where they really stand, Again, that's their business too. I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is my thing. What were these people that was a part of the freak offs willing participants, right? If so, what else you got against him? I mean, of course he gonna take care of his guests. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than if you taking a girl out on a date or if you take somebody out on a date, you pay for everything, y'all go back to the crib, have a few drinks or what have you, and y'all go all the way home, if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? Is that not that's like great? Is that consensual or not? That's just some. I just want to put that in the air, and I'm not taking up for Diddy. He just happened to be able to do it on a bigger level than the average Joe Smo. And I'm gonna put myself back on the main screen here and get ready to wrap this joint up. I've been on the joint for right at the hour mark, so let's go and wrap this joint up. I know we got the playoffs tonight. I'm definitely gonna be watching that, of course. OKC, we're gonna see what they're gonna do, because I know they won the last game, but we'll see if the Pacers can bounce back. Very interesting for sure. Very serious. I'm kind of hoping it goes all the way to a game 7 now, to be honest. You might as well push it out and make it entertaining, right? But let's wrap things up for tonight, man. Y'all smash that like button as y'all coming in and out. Sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try on hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday. Sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up, or of course, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, and of course, a music section. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, sub up if you haven't done so already. Smash the like button, and yeah, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December. Look where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is color December. Look where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while.